Greetings, fellow humans, and welcome to an episode of A Thing. Yes, so today I am going to be doing the first in what will hopefully be a series that I'm going to be calling Baby Game Reviews. Now, I am pretty new to gaming. My first memories of any kind of gaming was playing The Sims in like the year 2000 on a grey brick of a laptop that belonged to my dad, and occasionally playing Game Boy when my cousin Amber visited. The reason for that is that I was not allowed any kind of gaming console as a kid or a teenager. My parents seemed to be very much in the go do things in the real world camp. Now that I think about it, that's actually really hypocritical because my dad used to play Dune 2 all the time. I really only got into gaming in earnest in 2018, and the reason for that is my partner Hamish has a PS4. We were scrolling through the PS4 store and I saw a title called Little Nightmares that I thought looked interesting. So we looked at the info for it and watched the trailer. There was a free demo available, so he downloaded that. I played through the free demo, I bought the game and played through the game, and then I fell down a PS4 store rabbit hole. And in very quick succession, I played through Little Nightmares, Inside, Child of Light, and Hollow Knight.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I then bought a second-hand PS4, I bought a Nintendo Switch, and I inherited a PS3 off of a friend.
I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
I would probably count, in some way, shape or form, at this point as a gamer. Having said that, I missed out on a lot of learning in what could have been like formative gaming years, which means that my video game literacy isn't amazing. It is not that I'm bad at gaming once I have figured out how the mechanics of a game work, but it can take me a while to get a handle on things because I don't have any experience to draw from. Now, this is important. When most people talk about baby games, they're talking about games that are like easy to play or are quite relaxing and stress-free. That isn't really how I use that phrase. I mostly use the phrase baby games to refer to games that are kind of whimsical or magical in some way, or they fall into that like mysterious, ethereal, creepy cute niche that I love so much. What can I say? I am a sucker for goth shit. Is just true. So essentially, for me, whether something is a baby game or not is more about how the game makes me feel than how complex or challenging it is. So when I say that something is a baby game, I basically just mean it gave me some sense of wonder.
Magical destiny practice.
So, Little Nightmares. It was the very first full game that I played through, and I found it so hard while I was playing through it. Mostly because I was trying to figure out how the hell you use a controller. So since that initial playthrough, I have now played through it like probably 7 or 8 times, and it is now ridiculously easy for me. I kind of have like a feel for both ends of the spectrum now of being like, oh god, this is terrifying, everything is difficult, and I am very afraid, being like, oh no, I know what's going on here, I know how to do this, and I'm very afraid. So my overall thoughts on Little Nightmares are, it is a very beautiful, ambient, side-scrolling puzzle platformer. It's categorized into being a horror game, which I do understand, because oh my god, some of the antagonists in this are so creepy. The janitor in particular is genuine nightmare fuel. Like, one part in particular, you have to avoid the janitor's hands while they're like flapping around grossly under a door, and he's trying to grab you. The first time I played through it, I damn near had a panic attack. So yeah, it does have significant horror elements, but there's a lot about this game that is genuinely very beautiful, even if it is quite dark, both visually and thematically. It does have a lot of whimsy going on as well. The size of the protagonist, Six, that you play, is a huge part of that. You're like this little tiny kid in a yellow raincoat trying to traverse this enormous world that is clearly hostile to you. But also, you have little candles to light along your way and little gnome friends that you can hug. So that's nice. I love the tiny gnome friends. They're freaking adorable. They were one of my favourite parts of the entire game, which is why this bit makes me very sad and very angry. If you've played through it, you'll know why, and if you haven't played through it yet, well, you'll find out, won't you? Overall, the game has a really good level design. What you need to do and how you need to do it becomes quite clear very quickly, which made it a really good first game to play for me. The story is really compelling, and I really appreciate the way that the environment actually did a huge amount of the storytelling. Everywhere you look, there is a subtle or sometimes not very subtle element of the world that gives you some sort of clue as to what is going on, and lets you piece together the narrative. There is no dialogue and no exposition. You basically pick everything up as you're going along, but by the end of the game, you are pretty clear on everything that happened, which actually makes Little Nightmares an incredible example of environmental storytelling. The too long didn't watch version of this is. The game may not be the greatest in terms of control precision or graphics, however, the level design and progression is really fantastic, and it was an amazing first game for me because it basically showed me what a powerful vehicle for narrative video games can be. I really love this game, and I would very much recommend giving it a playthrough. I like it enough that I play through it every couple of months. It was a formative gaming experience for me, so I have a soft spot for it, but also it genuinely is a very good game, in my opinion. I score it 94%. It lost points for gnome-related sadness. So I'm curious to hear about any of your formative gaming experiences, what games were a big part of you getting into gaming, or what made a really, really big impression on you. So comment below and let's have a chat about games, because it's good fun. Also, like, anyone who's gonna get grumpy at me for stuff that I say in my baby game reviews, like, feel free. These are just my opinions. We can like different things. It is actually allowed. What else happens? If you enjoyed this questionable content, then please hit the like button. If you would like to see other videos that I make, I am planning on doing a couple of other baby game reviews, and I would like to kind of build a little series out of it. So make sure you punch that subscribe button and turn on notifications. If you feel like sharing the love, then please do. It means a lot to me that people like my thing enough that they want to show it to other people. It's nice. It's a pleasant experience, guys. Big love, and I will see you guys next time.